Hi, how's everybody doing? So my name is Sue. We're here for the quick stretch. I was going to see if anyone has any specific things they wanted to stretch today. If not, we can just do a little bit of everything. We'll start standing up. Go ahead and reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling and slightly arch back, lifting that chest through those arms. And then bring it back down. Get another breath in, reach it up nice and big, arch it back. And then come back down. Let's take those arms up, grab that left wrist, reach it up away from you, and then take it up and over, pressing down through those heels. And back up. Left arm, take it up, reach it up and over. And then bring it back down. Go ahead and interlace those fingers and lift that chest up nice and tall. Good. Inhale, reach it up, and you're just going to take a flat back over and just go as far as you can with a little bend in your knees, and then release everything down. Just hang down like a rag doll and bend your knees enough so you feel that nice release of your back. You can release the head, release your arms, let them circle one direction and then circle the other direction. Good, let's take the right leg and cross it over the left and straighten those knees up as much as you can. And keep letting that neck release down. And then let's take it the other direction. Good, and then back, and just straight up and down. Lean forward, bring those hips over your heels a little bit more. And then elbows drop onto your knee and lift that chest up. Open that chest as much as you can. And then inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, back down. Let's go ahead and step that left foot forward, and your hips are going to press back. And you'll feel the stretch behind that left leg. And then press that toe all the way down. And then bring it back up. Other side, right toes up, press your hip back. And then press that toe down. And then bring it back up. Let's go ahead and stand with our feet nice and wide. We're trying to roll those knees out a little bit. And we'll just take it to the right side. And then squat in that center and then take it back. And then back to that center. And we'll just go side to side a few times. And then go ahead and heel toe those toes back in. Let's step back with that right foot into a nice long lunge. Dropping that heel down and trying to lift those hips up to your shoulders. And then step back. Other foot steps back. Press that heel down. Keep lifting those hip bones up. And then come back up. Let's reach back with that right hand and grab that right foot. And try to squeeze those knees together. Lift out of that supporting leg, because I like to be lazy and let it go. But we'll work more muscles if we lift up out of it. Press that foot into your hand and flex that foot to make it more active. You're trying to press into the hand, hands trying to press up. And then you can hold on to something for balance too. And then switch to that other side. Lift up nice and tall. Pull that belly in and up. Good. Set it down. Take those feet wide, and we'll go that flat back down. And if your hands reach the ground, take them to that ground, and we'll just go to that center. We'll walk them to that right side. And then back to center. And then go to the left side. So your toes are out a little bit wider than your heels. If they were the same, that's okay. We're going to take the heels out to match the toes now and go straight down in that center again. You might feel a little more stretch on the outside of those ankles in this position. If you're as far as you can go, keep it here. If you can go a little bit wider, take those toes out now and drop down again. So we want to keep our legs straight, just not lock those joints. So if you have a little bend, that's okay. Better than locking the joints out. If you can, take those heels the same width as those feet now. If you want to go deeper, go ahead and go a little deeper. I think I'm at my max, so I'm going to stay here. And we'll just go back and forth from the toe and then to the equal position. And then heel toe those toes back in until they're right underneath you. And then roll it up. Nice and controlled. Good. Open those arms up and drop the shoulder blades all the way down your back. And just try to pull those elbows behind you. And we'll take that right arm across our body, shoulder stays down, and bringing it across. We want to make sure it gets down in there, in that joint. And then take that right elbow up right by your ear. Pull it straight back, and we're going to lift it up and over, leaning towards that left side. And then back up. Left arm comes across your body. Keep that shoulder down in that socket. And then elbow comes up by your ear, slide it back down your back, and take it over. Good. And you can have that little tiny bend in your knees just so you're not locking those joints, and you'll feel your lower back then. And then come back up. Take those thumbs and point them back, dropping the shoulders down your back. And just press back. Good. And then now fingertips come together. Spread your fingers as far apart as you can. And we're going to press the palms together as the shoulders drop down. And then take them to the right side, feeling the whole right forearm stretch. And then back to the front, over to the left side. And then back. Bring those fingers all the way towards your body as much as you can. Again, don't let those shoulders go. They have to stay down. And then all the way towards the front, trying to point those fingers down as far as you can get them. Good. And then go ahead and release and just shake those hands out. Go ahead and onto our hands and knees. So hands right underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Press those feet down and try to lengthen from the tailbone and lengthen from the tip of your head. And watch what your shoulders do. I like to be up here, so I always have to force myself to pull them back down and open that chest here. Go ahead and round it up and then lift that chest through. And we'll just do a few more times and press the chest forward. And just one more here. And sit back on your heels. If that bothers you, you can stay up and just come onto those elbows a little bit. Good. And then tuck your toes under, and you're going to press up to upside down V. Press those heels down. And let's step that right foot between your hands, and that left foot's going to step up a little bit at a diagonal and push those hips so they're square. And both legs are trying to be straight on this one. You should feel the front side of that, or the back side of that right leg. And then step up, little bend in the knees to that standing forward fold. And then the right foot will step back at that diagonal, both legs straighten. Try to square your hips. Pretend you have 2 coffee cups on your hip, and you don't want to spill either one of them. So keep pulling that left hip back. And step that left foot back. Do that upside down V. And then bend those knees. sit back into that child's pose again. And then come back up. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm going to have you put one foot in front of the other. If you need to sit up on something to prop your hips up to make you a little bit more comfortable, you can even half your mat and sit on that. One foot's in front of the other, and you're just going to come forward with a flat back. And then bring it back up. And we'll go forward again. This is good for those glutes. One side's tighter than the other. And come back up, and then switch those feet. Take it forward. And bring it back up. And one more time, go forward. And then come back up. Let's go ahead and bring that right leg straight, and we'll cross the left leg over it. And we're gonna go forward. And you can put it on the floor too if you don't want to put that extra pressure on your knee if your leg's not quite straight. Good. As you exhale and release, try to go deeper into that stretch. And a little deeper. And then come up. We'll switch to the other side. Go down. Lengthen that back of that neck so you really reach long. And come back up. Sit comfortably, whichever way that is. I'm going to have you look all the way over towards your right shoulder, and then drop your chin. Grab your left hip, or if you're on a chair, you can grab your chair, and just lean. Keep pressing this hip heavy. And if you want to just set your hand on your head, you're not pulling, you're just adding a little extra weight to get a little bit deeper in that left side of your neck. And then come up, look over that left shoulder, nudge your chin, and then set that hand on top. And then come up. Let's go ahead and look down. Try to lengthen that back of that neck. Open that chest up as much as you can. And we'll look over to that right shoulder, and then back to center, and look over that left shoulder, and center. You can stay here, or if you want to do a full neck roll, if that's okay on your neck, if it bothers you at all, just stay the range of motion. That feels good for you. I have to go slow, otherwise I get dizzy. So go at your own pace. Try not to skip any areas. Go all the way around, and then switch that direction. Good. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale down. I'm going to have you walk the hands out. And just trying to round forward, relaxing that head. Take it down as much as you can. And then go ahead and scoop. Roll it back up. Now, if you're in this cross position, switch the legs so we don't always go to that same direction. We want to switch a little bit. We'll go right ear on the right shoulder again, and then lean. Open the shoulder up a little more, and then back up. Left shoulder, and lean. Get up nice and tall. Lengthen that spine first, then look over that right shoulder, twisting as much as you can, and then back to center. Lengthen up as tall to the ceiling as you can, and twist over the left side. And then back to that center. Go ahead and inhale, reach up nice and tall again, and then exhale it down. And one more time, nice stretch up. And then exhale, and you guys are all done. Thanks for coming to the quick stretch. And if you have any questions, I'll stay on for a couple minutes. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time.